Hi, it's Sam, and I am here with a Tricalathon update. Stay tuned. Hi, it's me, Sam, and this is By Hook or By Needles. And as you can see, I am doing a little bit of a shout out this week for the following Decade Divas. Some have already put up their videos. I think Whiffleberry Crochet did not put a video out. But she was anticipated to, but I'm not sure what's got on there. But definitely Missy's Yarniverse and Jules Crafts have put out their videos. And coming up soon, we've got Handcrafted by Jackie and the Thrifty Crocheter. I just wanted to shout those ones out so that you don't miss them. I've also already put a post up about them this week, but just want to make sure we're coming to almost to the end of the Decade Divas, and it's been a real pleasure working with some of the people that I've sort of become very friendly with. And in lieu of that, I'm actually going to mention one particular person who I'm going to link down below, and that is Laura. Oh gosh, where's my piece of paper? I want to make sure I get a channel name. Laurie's Stories and Crochet. Now, the reason why I want to mention Laurie's Stories and Crochet in particular is she has been, like me, really sort of calling out to everybody every week. One microphone. Oh, that's better. Calling out everybody every week. She's been doing videos shouting everybody out. She has been so supportive. I mean, I put a post out here and there, and I think I've made mentions in videos, but Laurie has gone all out for this. This is what, we were asked when we joined the collab and told that, like, every week we want you to post something to sort of say, this is who's posting this week. We want you to promote. So because it's not only was the collab a exercise in gaining subscribers, but it was also to promote the fun. It's been a really fun thing to do, and Laurie has gone above and beyond with her presentations and with her shouting out of the content creators who have joined in the collab. And I want to thank her personally because she's been very kind and said some really nice things about me, and I want to thank her for that. It's been really very sweet. All true, of course. Everything she said was completely and totally true. Don't let the naysayers tell you otherwise. Who said that? Anyway, but that's not why I'm here today. Entirely why I'm here today. This is also a what am I calling it? Tricalathon update. Yes, Tricalathon update. And as you might have noticed last week, I think it was probably a week ago, I did a video explaining which blankets I was making and all the rest of it. And I cannot remember if I mentioned the new blanket I was doing or not. Two of them are cows, crochet alongs, which are running right now. Yes. One of them was going to be a cow that had run last month. But sadly, I could not. I'm experienced with work doing mosaic in the round. I've had experience doing mosaic. I usually know what I'm doing, but I could not get my head around the crochet chart because it used symbols that were not standard, and I couldn't read it either. So I had a lot of trouble with it. So I ditched it and got a new one. And the new one I got is called Fleur de Lis, I think. Let me just check. I want to check and make sure I get this right. Boopy doopy doop boop. Let me have a look. The other one I was going to do was the Autumn Delight. And I'm sorry, I don't know whether it's me or her or what it is. just could not do it. But I'm now doing, where is it? Yeah, it's not just called Fleur. I thought it was called Fleur de Lis. Where's the full pattern? No, it just seems to be called, let me have a look. It may just be called, it's from the Crazy Crochet Cat Lady. Yeah, and it's just called Fleur R, and is a in the round, center out, mosaic crochet pattern, and it is, she created it a couple of years ago, and it is much easier for me to follow, and I'm really enjoying it. So that will be the third one that I'll be working on when I'm not working other two that are actually cows. Sorry, I'm losing my words today. Okay, so let me show you my fleur, and my fleur so far. Well, I might be best. Over here might be best. So that is my fleur. Ugh. No, come over this way. Oh, it's so hard to get it into the thingo. So that's what I've done so far. I think I'm at row 30 or round 30, thereabouts. So I'm still working on it. I'm using my Elvis yarn from the Wool Warehouse. It's a Yarn Smith's yarn, and it is a color changing one. It's not great. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, so I'm using that along with a just standard what. So like I say, I can't remember if last week I mentioned that I was doing autumn delight or whether I was doing this one, but this is the one I'm doing instead of autumn's delight, and I think it's really pretty. It's really very beautiful. If you can get it in there, you can sort of, yeah, can't see it all. But that's what the problem's going to be as they get bigger and bigger every week. When I'm showing you my updates, they're going to be harder and harder to display. The second of my crochet alongs with the Tricalathon is called Solstice Star, which is a creation of Helen Shrimpton from Crystals and Crochet, and I have finished part 1. Week 1 was released Friday. I want to say Friday. For me, I think it was Friday. For everyone else, it might have been a bit earlier. But this is the one I've done. This is what I've done so far. Yes, I'm using Christmassy colors. I'm using a kit actually that I got from the Wool Warehouse for it. It is in red, black, and white. It is really lovely. And green. Did I say green? I can't remember. Anyway, so it's really very pretty. This is part 1. I finished part 1. So what I'm doing is, because this isn't being released in parts, I'm just working on this until the next part comes out. Speaking of which, the next part for the next cow that is going to be joining the Tricalathon that I'm doing from now until I think it's about the 17th of December is the Skepier's Universe in Bloom blanket. Now, I think I've already shown you a picture of this last week. The part 1 hasn't come out. All it's come out so far is the information you needed for it and the tips and tricks PDF. And they're both on the Skepier's website for the cows. I'll try and remember to put a link to those in the description box, as well as a link to the Crazy Cat Lady. That's how it was, Cat Lady something. Crochet Cat Lady. I will put a link to that pattern as well in the description box. And yeah, and the same with the Solstice Star. I knew I was going to get there. Always get there in the end. It just takes a little while. I've been doing a lot of videoing today, and I've got to tell you, it's doing my head in. It really is. So that's my update so far. When Universe in Bloom drops the part 1, I'll get straight stuck into that. I will put down my Fleur and I will work on part 1, and then a few days after Universe in Bloom comes out, part 2 of the Solstice Star will come out, and hopefully I would have finished part 1 of the Universe in Bloom, and I can get stuck into that, and then I'm back to this. So that's what I'm doing for the next 3 months, basically. I'm still got my tutorials every Monday and Thursday Australian time, which is Sunday evening, I think, and Wednesday evening US time, and I think also UK time. So keep a look at that for those. This next 2 or 3 months is going to be a lot of crocheted granny square alternatives. So lots of different really pretty granny squares or granny motifs that you can use. So maybe if you're wanting to make a blanket but you don't want to do your standard granny square, you can look at doing those. That started yesterday. I don't know when I'm putting this out. Week 1 was the African square motif. That's the name of it, African square. So yeah, check that one out. Or I might even put the link in the box below in case you do want to do a blanket. I don't know if they're all going to be the same size. Probably not. You might need to put a bigger border on some of the motifs. You may even have to square off some of the motifs to make them become a blanket, or you might just decide to do multiples of the one motif. It's really up to you. You don't even have to do a blanket with them. They're just there for you to learn a new alternative to a granny square, really. Okay, so that's the update. I've kept this down. I'm trying to keep my videos really short because I think I tend to sort of lose people when I waffle on too much. So, Laurie will be in the description box. Skepia's will be in the description box. Helen Shrimpton's Crystals and Crochet will be in the description box. Fleur from Crazy Crochet Cat Lady will be in the description box, so you can see what I'm going to be doing for the next few months. Okay, thank you for your time. If you like this video, please give me a thumbie. Please subscribe if you haven't yet done so. And I'll tell you why, because I think YouTube has told me like up to 75% of people who watch me have not yet subscribed. So if you're watching me and you want to keep watching me, and you do keep watching me, hit the subscribe button, and then it'll be so much easier to find me each time. Okay, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Maggie, and my mummy says you need to hit that like and subscribe button because of this YouTubey something or others, something something important. Anyway, thank you. Bye.